U.S. and our government and our relationship has been, growing in a strategic level. And of course, U.S. is the third neighbor, which we consider our good and the biggest, one of the biggest third neighbor. I know there is a lot of problem, but I'm happy to hear that all today. And this is what something we wanted to discuss with you, and that's what I was actually expecting. The government of Mongolia recently approved the six-pillar recovery policy, aiming to increase the transportation and infrastructure capacity, and also border ports issues, and most key economic, eliminate all these economic constraints, and also support the private sector. Government policy is quite simple. Number one, to support international partners, investment, and increasing investment, supporting business, and working together is our government priority. We are not looking into centrally planned economy or any market. As you know, we are free market economy, but there is still a lot of problems. The conditions are such, a lot of problems we are trying to fix, while working on to improve the social and economic issues related to pandemic and post-pandemic issues and existing geopolitical issues. But in between, we are trying to maintain our relations with our neighbors and third neighbors, and also be more transparent and investment-friendly government and country. For example, yesterday the government decided to privatize 34% of the Mongolian stock exchange market, and about 30 state-owned companies and organizations is going to be public listed. We have also some misunderstandings or misperceptions. I think we still need to correct and work together to make sure that we are on the same page. There were some illegal privatization in the past, state-owned industries, or like Erdenet copper mine. It's been an issue for many years. Government made its decision, and also on the other hand, the private sector also understood there were some total mismanagement and illegal privatization issues, like cement factory or this iron ore mine, and a couple of things, and a hospital. Privatization doesn't mean some corruption group, give the state properties for free and without any benefits to the government. So these kind of issues or decisions made by the government in the last couple of months may have created some misunderstanding that the government is focusing on private sector business to be state-driven. That's not what it is. We consider it is time to distinguish private and public sector. The priority is to support the private sector as much as possible and improve the government efficiency in a short period of time and have everything transparent. That's whether it's government policy or investment environment or regulations or anything that is related to what you have just mentioned, including this taxation policy or this, we're trying to see everything as a whole legislative system to be improved and transparent. That's what our government policy is. We have recently established, as you know, Ministry of Economic Development. Economic Development Ministry is now working on to put all these development programs together and also bring in all policies together. And under the Economic Ministry, there will be Foreign Investment Agency will be established soon. Digital Development Ministry, trying to implement the government policy in short period of time, making all government services digital as quick as possible. Our focus and our policy is to support and strengthen private sectors. And free market is our only choice, and this is what we have done in the about 30 years ago with you and your Chamber of Commerce. And I also appreciate your commitment in improving the business environment in Mongolia and strengthening and increasing the economic conditions in Mongolia and trying to work things out with us to create better business and economic environment in Mongolia. So if there is any issues with any ministry or any organization, I'm ready to support you in any way I can. And also from our government's side, any government organization, or if there is a misunderstanding or misperception, or if we need to sit together with all other ministries or agency heads, then I am ready to do that. So it's important that we should be on the same page, and we have to combine our resource to it and put our resource together to make it happen in the best possible way. State role or participation in business is something that we still keep in mind and focus on. Yeah. That's why we are working on this important restructuring of these state-owned companies to be public and to bring in international management. Starting from Erdnes Mongol, we divided the business into coal and copper or infrastructure, and reduced the number of the state officers involved in the management of the state-owned companies. Soon we will announce international team or CEOs to invite the international team and CEOs to manage some of the state-owned mining companies, infrastructure companies, and all these corporations to have a better operation. This is what we have already decided.